Rise and shine, it's time for D is for drama. That's drama with the D. She puts the D in drama. Her guest will spill the tea. Tune into D is for drama. If gossip's what you need, it's time for D is for drama. That's drama with the D. D.
Hello, I'm your host, Shannon D, and today I am joined by two best friends. We've got actor and singer Kara Connolly and actor, comedian, and returning guest, Katie K.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
Of course. Thank you guys for coming on.
I love that jingle.
Thank you.
catchy.
Oh, well, I have to. My sister scolded me the other day that I don't give her enough credit on the podcast for that.
Oh.
Because my listener,
write that?
she wrote
that
it.
jingle?
And
Wow.
I did too.
I do love it.
And
Co-writers.
So if I'm going to give her credit, I'll give myself credit.
As you should.
But I always say my listener made it because my listener made the physical piece of
Okay.
the
Like the
music,
master.
etc.
Yeah.
My sister was like, "Wow, you're giving your listener a lot of credit there."
I gotta say, it's
And
more
that's the tea.
exhilarating in person, even. With,
Is
like,
it?
The dance moves.
It
and
is like the dance moves and the tea. Like we were being poured tea, virtually. Like
Yep. Exactly. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today. The two of these gals had a big day on Saturday.
Yeah.
yeah.
Pi Day, 3.14.
3.14.
And
Every
I
year it comes around.
even on Saturday, because actually my friends from high school and I, Pi Day is a thing for us too. We always text
Really?
each other like Happy
No
Pi Day because
way.
I forget what happened. It was like we celebrated it in
inside joke
school
or
and then it was like an
something?
inside joke. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
So then when she texted me that, I was like, oh, it's Kara and Katie's friendiversary.
Yeah.
And
We
I was
got
going to
some
text you
texts.
guys.
We
I
got
should
some
have, but I was like, I'll
texts.
save it for the
The
pod and
pod.
surprise them that I remembered. But
yes.
then they posted and then they mentioned it. So
I gotta say
I
that
love
more
so
people
much.
actually wish me a happy anniversary with you than my actual husband.
I am so honored.
No one remembers that I'm with
No.
anyone. They just
They're
remember
just like,
that we're
there's
best
Kara.
friends.
Yeah.
3.14.
Yeah.
Wait, I love that so much.
Me too, but now
That's
we're
so
getting to
cute.
be best friends for the amount of years where we had to sit together, look up Facebook memories, and actually count the years on like our hands.
We couldn't
because
remember.
We couldn't remember how long it
We're
had
like,
been.
Well, you guys met in
13.
childhood, remember?
In
Well,
childhood.
that's why, because when you're a child, you don't.
You just can't
You just
remember.
can't remember. Like you don't have fully fledged memories.
Yeah.
yet.
I just think that we will hold on to that for a while.
What Colton said.
yeah.
So
Thank
you
you
guys
so
know
much,
Colton.
Colton.
He was on the pod before, and you guys can tell. What
Well,
he
when
said.
we had said, he was like, "How long have you two been friends? Like you seem close."
It was
or
early on in acting
something."
class, so we hadn't gone over our ages.
which we still don't really.
We still don't.
But
we
it's
keep it close
known.
to the
We keep it
chest.
close to the chest.
Yeah.
But Colton was like, "How long have you guys been friends?" And I think we said like 13 years, and he was like, "Oh wow, since childhood."
And we were like, exactly.
And
And by
that's
childhood,
exactly.
we mean college.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you
Colton.
so
Thank you so much. Okay, well, I
Big
actually
fan.
have a confession to make
Oh my God.
regarding this
Okay.
topic.
Okay.
Okay, so this is so
I'm
embarrassing.
nervous.
No, this is very embarrassing
I
for me.
can't wait.
For you.
Okay. So we're taking it back a few years now.
Mm.
So, do you guys remember when, or if you even knew about this, but IMDb made you, if somebody submitted your age,
Yes.
it had
Because
to
mine
stay.
is still there.
Yeah, it had to stay.
From 14.
And it was literally a California law that your age, like they couldn't take it down. IMDb would not take it down.
Yes, you could email them as many
No.
times, they wouldn't.
And they wouldn't take it down.
yeah, it's horrible.
So as actors,
Oh,
you know,
no.
we're trying to stay young. So somebody fucking submitted my age, my birthday. I don't know who. No idea. I don't know if it was like a hater or like just a random
well,
like
at least it wasn't you,
it wasn't me.
because in my case, it was me.
Oh, you did it?
Kara.
Why would you do that?
No one
Because
cares
I'm
about me enough.
stupid.
Oh my
because I was
God,
like
funny.
14.
Oh.
when you're
already
young.
making.
Yeah, when you were young.
I didn't know that you can never get rid of
No,
it.
you can now. You
Oh,
can
now.
now. Okay,
they
so
can
now
hide
you
it.
can.
You can
now
hide
you
it,
can
but
hide
it's
it.
still behind the scenes
It's-
there.
Oh, on IMDb
Yes.
Pro?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so this is what happened. So somebody did this. Somebody submitted me.
hate it.
And I didn't know if it was like a random, you know, because I've been on some TV shows. Like there's some weird people that put me up on WikiFeet and things like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe someone did that or maybe a hater did this. Okay,
Sure.
so they put my age. So I was like, fuck. emailing. They were like, the only way you can take it down is if you prove that this wasn't your birthday. Because I was like, somebody put the wrong day. And so I was
year.
and year.
They're off
Mainly
by, I don't
year.
know, 6 years.
Many years off.
So so they were like, okay, send us a picture of your ID. So I send them a picture of my ID and it says that I'm 5 years younger. I photoshopped
I
it.
love this. You're so genius.
Wait, it still says that on IMDb?
So
Wait, you're
yes, so it
genius.
still says it out there in the internet that I'm 5 years younger.
We've been doing this wrong.
I'm
And
doing it all wrong.
so I always like try not to put my age out there on the internet because I try to like
because it's
make it seem like I'm the age that the internet says that I am.
Sure.
right. So you're not going to be posting any birthday posts with a year.
Yeah, with the year.
with a
No.
candle year.
Anytime my friends from home do that, I'm like,
Stop.
girls, take the
What are
date
we
off.
doing? Yeah.
So in the industry, I'll always like tell people that that's my age. So when I was starting acting class, I was like always trying to avoid anyone asking me that question. But then you guys did ask me that question, and I said
The
the
fi-
age that my internet age is.
Oh my God, Shannon, you are an
This is
icon.
so
You are an icon. Oh my
Wait,
God,
I'm
wait, I love you
obsessed with you.
so
You
much.
sold me on the lie.
I was like, yeah, makes sense.
And that's all I ever want from people is to be sold on the lie.
So like
This is exhilarating.
And
that
when
must
you
have
guys
made
told
you
me your
feel
age,
good though when
you
we were
guys
like,
were
oh
like,
yeah,
you guys were like,
we're the old.
we're old. We're so old. And I was like, I think I'm like 2 years older than them. And I was like, do I just say the age?
No,
And I didn't have any forethought that like I would become friends with you guys. And then I
And
was
then you'd
going to
have to
be
keep up
2
this lie
years
forever.
for 2 years.
Yeah.
And so then I
Wait,
told
this
Colton,
is
so then I told Colton
amazing.
that because he was my partner. And then Liv, obviously. But then going forward, I would just always try to avoid the question.
Because you're like, now I'm friends with these people.
And now I'm
it's
friends with
just-
people. So then more recently, some people from classes started asking me, and I just tell them my real age. So I was like, okay, so,
So you're like,
now
now
I
there's a
only have to tell 4
discrepancy.
people instead of having to tell the entire.
Wait, so half the class thinks you're one age and half the class does Colton know the real answer?
No. So we should send them this clip.
Wait, I love that there's like a discrepancy, and you're like, okay, like
Which
I'm just
people
gonna
know the
like,
real
like you're like,
me.
I
You
gotta
guys
keep it.
Have no idea. This would like keep me up at night.
Oh.
I was so like Max thinks
Wait,
it's
I
like the
love you
funniest thing.
so
He'll like go around
much.
telling people the story. I'm like, stop telling that story. It's not fucking funny. And I would literally be up late and I'd be like, what do I do? Like, what do I do? Do I just tell them? Like, do I nip it in the bud and just tell them now? Or do I say
But
that?
the
do
way
I
that
keep
you
the lie
cared
this
so
whole
much
time?
about being like like you're like, but I need to be honest. Like I can't tell them the fake IMDb age forever. Like we're friends.
I
like
know.
that's like so
this
cute
now
and
feels
sweet.
like we've reached the realest level of friendship.
I
It
know.
does. It's
Fine.
like a new
I
layer.
feel such a sense of relief.
Wait, I need to know, did you think I'm going to tell them today or did you
Yeah.
think if it comes up?
I was like, if it comes up.
Okay.
Because the other thing too is okay, so this was the other problem is that the lies kept snowballing. And that's not what I realized was gonna happen, was because then it would be like, okay, I've been with Max 11 years. So then people would be like, well, so wait, did you guys meet in college? And I'd be like, well, sort of. And I would have to like tweak all these things. And I remember like Colton recently asked me, he's like, wait, so how old were you guys when you got together? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I guess it was like 20, like early 20s or like I was always being very vague as if I don't remember fucking everything. Like my friends know I have like the best memory ever, but I kept being like,
Yes.
I'm not sure.
I don't know, like 2018,
Like
30.
something.
I don't know.
I forgot. I have a bad memory.
I just remember thinking,
that is
I had this moment
amazing.
where I was like, oh man, like I guess we are. I was like, I guess we are the oldest people.
Yeah,
in
we had a moment where we're
No.
like, wow. they're
Like
both
I just
really
was like,
old, too.
damn, like all right.
No.
But no,
You're welcome.
This
You're
Thank
thank
you so
welcome.
much,
God.
Shannon.
No, but I
You've
look at-
just given me so much comfort in my soul.
But you've
Like-
also done so much that I was a little bit like, she's younger than us and she's done all this stuff. Like,
I
Yeah,
had a
yeah,
feeling.
yeah.
I was like, I
Makes
just
me
need to
feel a
tell them
little
it's not
better.
true.
Like I was like, man, she's so
I was
ahead
like,
of her
Jesus
time.
Christ, I'm struggling.
No, that was the other reason why I was like, I should tell them like I've been doing it a lot longer than that seems.
No,
Well, and the
but
other
we
thing
love
too
you
was
for
that I was
it.
like, I'm such a millennial. Like I'm not a cusper.
Well,
I'm
that's
not like
why when I
Gen
texted the
Z
chat and you were,
person
I was like
either.
TGI or hags. I was like hags,
Yes.
and everyone's like, "What's hags?" And this is our acting
That
class
was
for everyone.
sad.
We had an acting class group chat that like the year one ended, and I
Mhm.
texted H.A.G.S.
Yep.
and a bunch of people commented, "What's that?"
It hurt.
And it
not
hurt
great.
me because then I realized I'm old. I'm an old bitch. And then Shannon was like, I know hags.
Thank God.
Like you're probably gonna look back over the last year and
Like
be
it's all gonna start making more sense. I'm like, that makes sense.
Piecing together the white lies.
I'm like, that's why she was singing Spice Girls.
No, I've definitely. Yes.
Exactly.
It does honestly make me feel closer because I do some weird
Yes.
shit for a long con. Like I've done that
I
before.
know.
I've done that before.
I didn't know.
Okay,
Do
good.
I even tell my agents and managers? Like they were asking me because when I went in for the meeting, they were like, "So are you like 26, 20? You're probably like late 20s."
You're like, yeah.
No, I told them the
You
truth.
told
I
them.
just can't. I'm not a
Whatever, who
good
cares?
liar.
Also, your birthday's gonna come up on paperwork all the time with them, so you might as well.
I just told them the
Yeah.
truth. I was like, no. I was like this, and
Just
then
like don't tell casting.
yeah,
That's it.
whatever.
And you have great skin, so no one will ever notice.
Thank you. No, and I always was like, oh God, I don't look young. And like,
She's like gua shaing before class. She's like in her car, like
Blurring powder,
like blurring out.
Now I'm like all self-conscious.
Wait, that's amazing. I
Yep,
love
so-
this. So there we go. We got the tea on the pod. Just send the pod to the group. You know, it's just like, hey,
No, that's
for
what I'm gonna
anyone-
do.
yeah,
I'll
for
send it to
anyone
Liv
who-
and Colton because I think they're the only ones that think that.
It's crazy how many like things start to spiral from
No, they
like
do.
one thing, and you don't even think about it. You're like, it's
Oh.
just gonna be simple. They're gonna think I'm this age, and then like
No,
so
it was
many.
so many
That's
things,
why I
you
was like,
guys.
I'm just saying it.
Yeah.
We're
And
just
you're just like
keeping it
you're
real.
picturing yourself with a shovel. Like I've gone so deep. with
Literally,
this
no, I
now.
had.
Fuck. I had.
That's
I've gone so
hilarious.
deep.
So the thing was, I didn't want to look like I was lying because I figured people would Google me because I do that. Do you guys do that?
I do that
I
sometimes.
Google,
Sometimes I
like-
Google.
I look up people's Instagrams, but I don't think I IMDb.
You don't
Google
IMDb.
people.
Do you know
I
what? Do
always
you want
do
to know
that.
what I do?
What?
That's even maybe weirder.
Okay, what? Wiki
Katie's
feet?
like, don't say
Oh,
it. You're my friend. I'll go, because like, you know, if you do like resumes.actorsaccess.com/ and then put the name, it'll take you to the person's Actors
I
Access
did not
profile.
know that. No.
Okay, well, it does.
Oh.
So I've,
You guys, what?
Little sleuth.
yeah, so I'll go to the Actors Access profile. I'll read the resume. I'll see the reps. I'll watch the reels. I'll watch the clips.
Oh, you go deeper
Kara.
than me. That's
Yeah.
funny. Did you like
That's
my
brave.
stuff?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, thank you. Well, I'll do people's like IMDb's or just Google. And
Yeah.
so I thought like my age would pop up. So I was like, I don't want to look like a liar. But then I ended up looking more like a liar.
Oh, like you didn't want to say your real age.
You know, I wanted to
and
say
then-
my
okay.
I wanted to say my age on the internet.
Right. Because you didn't want
if
to say
you
your
guys
age and then
Googled
go-
me, I didn't want to look like I was a liar
That's
if I
so
gave my real
funny.
age. So I was like, I'll just stick to this script.
Now, were you worried
But
that
then
we?
I didn't realize it would snowball into a million other lies. So
you-
I was trying not to look like a liar.
Were you worried that we would think you were lying on the internet about your
Yes.
age, or that you were pretending to be older?
No, not the latter. Definitely not the latter.
That's so funny.
But I thought you would think I was like lying on the internet.
Right.
I'm sorry that the lie was wasted on
I'd
me because I
respect.
don't Google people, I guess. I'm sorry. No,
Well,
that's so
there
funny.
is theories that like a lot of famous actresses do have their wrong age on the internet,
I'm
that
sure they
they've
do.
lied
Yeah.
on IMDb.
I'm sure
so
they
they have
do.
like 5-10 years younger than
I'm
they really
doing
are.
it wrong.
I wonder who.
I know.
I know mine's still on there.
I've heard
so.
some rumors about who, but I don't know. Like I don't
This
want
is
to
the place to
publicly
spill.
say.
Yeah,
Well, I
spill
don't
it.
know. I forget their names.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly redacted.
Allegedly. It's only our freaking industry, right? Like if we could just be allowed to age, it would
I
be
know,
so
it's crazy.
nice.
I mean, and, yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, that's why like Alexa Demi and stuff, like her age is like nowhere because I think she
Yeah,
is like
'cause she
legitimately
plays so
like my age
young.
and she's playing like a high schooler.
Yeah, and then once people find out, they see you differently, even though you look so good. You look so young. Like you can pretend you are.
So, in order to not look like a liar, one became a liar.
That's pretty
You
funny.
doubled down.
Shannon.
down.
I love this. It's a story for the books.
Oh, I feel so much lighter.
Wow.
Wow.
What a relief.
You got to tell Max.
Yeah. The
And my buddy Horace too, and he's friends with people in the class. So I'd always be like, don't bring up
you
my
dare tell them that.
He like knows Liv.
You're like, so every time you talk about me, like definitely
act
say.
like I'm younger than you even.
That's hilarious.
Or it's like you gotta start lying about your age too. You're like bringing other people into the
Yeah,
lie.
exactly.
Like you're like lie about how we met.
yeah, no, literally.
Wait, that's
literally.
so
That's
funny.
All right,
so
enough
funny.
about me. Let's talk about you guys. So friendship. Let's tell the pie story.
Sure.
So 5 years old. No, I'm just we're
Yeah.
gonna be
In
real.
college, we both transferred to USC,
Yes.
and we had a lecture, like a large lecture class together.
like 100 people maybe.
Yeah. And I didn't used to be the cool, well-adjusted person you see before you today. I used to be
Kidding.
And where? Whom are you referring to?
I used to be a bit more tightly wound. I don't know.
Yeah,
Sure.
sure. You've loosened a little.
Yeah.
Like she's loosened up.
No, I
But she
just
wa- yeah, there
I was
a-
more like goody two shoes, like
She had
type
her
A.
notebook out right away. She was early to class. She was like,
very
Front
concerned
row.
about my GPA.
Yeah.
she was like, we were also in the small group discussion class together,
Yeah.
which that was actually random because that was like only like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
So you would have the lecture hall and then like twice a week you would have
The
small group discussion with the TA.
And we
Yeah.
were in
And
both.
we were in both.
But
Okay.
Kara
I wasn't
isn't a
that.
quiet whisperer, and
That's
she
why when we were testing, I was like, I might be loud.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's not the
Exactly.
quietest of
I'm
whisperers.
not the quietest.
And so
of
she was sitting
whisperers.
behind me in the group lecture class and talking
like
full
the big
volume.
class. The big
Uh-huh.
class.
Talking full volume, and I was like, "Ugh, why am I even here if I like can't even hear the lecture? So
So
I
good.
did shush.
Aggressively shush.
Okay, I shushed her at a normal
There was
shush.
like it was like a this like
no,
no, it was loud. It was loud. It was
Drama.
enough that it like it's D is for drama.
Okay,
That's
fine.
right.
It
It was
was-
enough.
It
that
was a sizable shush.
yeah, like it was like a you know.
Did it keep going? We have
Kind
differing
of.
memories of this. I think I went shh.
But there was like the look. Like,
Okay, there was a look.
I mean, either way, a shush is. I
You
mean,
know
I'm
when-
not above shushing
you
people.
know when you get a
but-
Katie look though, because you have like the eyes where you're like the big
eyes.
eyes where she's like you can
Yeah.
see.
And this
She's
is
not,
your basically your first impression.
interaction. I
Yeah.
mean, we have this small group. I think both of us were kind of like teacher's pet in that group. I would
Yeah.
say we were like the ones that would like answer,
Go
wouldn't you?
above and beyond.
So like I knew, oh, she knows her shit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we respected each other, but in
Yeah.
that moment, I was like, it's enough.
Yeah.
right.
And then I felt guilt.
And I had I had like a friend in the class that I would always sit and just like chat with during the big, like I would pay attention during like the little chat, but
Mhm.
during the
Yeah.
big group, I was like, I don't know, whatever, we'll figure it out in little group.
Totally.
So I would chat with this one friend who like ended up kind of being an ex-friend. So then Katie kind of came in as like my new friend.
The new friend.
the new friend.
The new friend, all
Um,
because of this shush.
But the shush happened. We get through the rest of class. It happened to be Pi Day. We're going to the small group, and I'm like, oh, now I made it weird. Like, I was kind of a bitch, maybe. And then after the small group, I was like, it's Pi Day. Like, hey. It's Pi
Hi,
Day.
Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, she came up to me and was like,
Um,
so it's Pie Day. Do you want to like maybe go get some pie? And in my head, I'm thinking like, what the fuck is happening? Like this bitch hates me. Like she just shushed me in class. She hasn't talked to me all year. Like,
Pi, the unifier of all
like,
people.
but
Always.
yeah. But I respect. So she
But where
asked-
was the pie?
It was at
far off camp. It wasn't on campus.
Was it a special for Pie Day?
it was
Yes.
at the Pie Hole near
Oh,
USC.
okay,
But,
yeah.
like a couple
And-
miles off? She was like, "We're gonna go to the pie hole."
And
Like you
you
had a whole
drove?
plan.
Yeah, it was an excursion.
And just you two.
Yeah,
This is very cute.
It was
it was
cute.
very cute.
And then we ended up talking for like a few hours.
But I have a question.
Yeah.
Did the invite, and you can be honest, did the invite come from a place of guilt, or was there also a like, oh, I think I want to be her friend, or was it pure guilt? I'll take it.
No,
if
it
it's
was
for-
mixed. It was both.
Okay.
Because I do think I remember liking you, and that's why I felt guilty. Because if I didn't like you at all, I would be like, whatever,
That
Yeah,
psycho
yeah.
girl.
annoying. But I was like, wait, I
Mm.
feel bad because I do like her.
And also, there's probably a side of you too. That's like, oh my god, I'm in like a 9-person class
Yeah.
with her too. I gotta make it right.
But I was like, I do like her. Why was I like that? I did not.
You're like, I need to rein
impulse
this back.
control.
Yeah, impulse control.
And
And
look,
we did. I went.
what happened?
And then we talked for like 4 hours.
Yeah,
Like I don't even know
forever.
what we talked about.
And
But do you remember?
I remember some of it was your relationship at the time.
Okay.
That was in the middle
Horrible.
of disintegrating.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now here they are.
And now here we are. Honestly, from then on, we were kind of inseparable, and there were allegations that we were in a relationship.
Oh,
Yes,
I had
yes.
that too with my
Yeah.
college best
It was
friend.
pretty-
My
Yeah.
family, my
Yeah.
extended family.
That was like
Thought that
they
I-
were like
Because I posted a picture of us and was like my girlfriend or something. And like apparently they were
That'll
like, oh, look
happen.
at Shannon, a lesbian.
Well, and it was like my relationship just ended too. So there was like this like
Oh,
that
Yeah.
was like a 6.5 year
funny.
relationship, like through high
Oh.
school. Like
And
I-
that's right when
and,
I came.
yeah, and then it ended like right after this meeting, kind of. And then it was like obviously that's why it was.
And then
yeah,
we had more pictures of each other than
our relationship.
our relationships or throughout the years.
Mhm.
It looked
we were
like if you
together a lot.
if you looked at our Instagrams, it didn't look
It was
like we
like
had
that.
boyfriends.
Like we had almost nothing else going on but each other.
Yeah.
Like it could be like it was like every picture.
Yeah, you had a boyfriend and then you didn't, and now all of a sudden,
Yes.
Yeah.
you were in every photo.
Yeah. So we
with
got
the
quite.
gal.
There were allegations.
we started in a sort of dramatic fashion, but the rest is history.
Yeah, it was very
And then
instant. Like
she became her
Yeah.
maid of honor.
Yes.
Dun dun dun.
Years later,
I'm
so-
so honored still.
9 or 10 years into into
Really, if I wasn't,
our
I think I was gonna.
relationship.
It was gonna be bridesmaids, you know.
Kara's the reason I downloaded Tinder because
really?
she met Jack on
Yeah.
Tinder
And I think you. Oh yeah, so she
Her
was coming
partner.
over a lot, third wheel,
crying on
the floor, and
floor.
I was like, just get like, let's just
Get
swipe.
up. Let's download
But
it.
also remember, we can cut this out if we can't keep this. But part of remember when I found Jack on Tinder was with you laying in my bed because we were trying to find your ex-boyfriend
Oh, that's
on
fine, yeah.
Tinder.
Yeah.
yeah. No, but remember, so it
Classic.
like all came full circle because she was like, "Wait, Kara, my ex, like I think he's on Tinder," and we.
Wait, was this the guy that you talked about on last
Yeah.
episode that you were on?
But then
Yeah,
she
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, "But I can't."
because the psychic said that you
Yeah.
right,
that you were
and that, I
cheating
was
on
part
you.
of that story
Yeah,
too.
so we
But
were
then-
trying to
Oh my God,
find him on
funny.
Tinder.
She was like, but I
To
can't
prove a
down-"
point.
Yeah, because she was like, I can't download Tinder because he's gonna then, if he's on it, then he might see I'm on
Yeah,
Tinder.
yeah,
so
yeah.
you need to
And it'll be the
download.
Spider-Man meme of like, well, you
Wait,
were on it.
Yeah.
Right. So she was like, you need to download Tinder so that we can find him
And then
on
you
there.
met your
And then in
fiance.
there, we started talking to Jack, who's my fiance, and Katie
Oh
was
my God,
like,
funny.
so I was like, sorry, about to delete this. Like, and then he's like, wait a second, like, what's your number? And then Katie's like, why don't you just give it to
Yeah.
him?
Give it a try.
Right.
Wow, a lot of kismet stuff with
Yeah.
you two.
I know. It goes way
And
back.
also, Jack, her fiance, and Cameron, my husband, went to school together and had a class together.
Oh.
And Cameron remembers him, and it's an
Yes,
inside
it's-
joke now that Jack doesn't remember.
He never
Cameron.
remembers
Oh.
Cameron.
He like doesn't remember that
And
they
Cameron's
met.
like, what the hell? Like,
He's
we
like,
were in
we
class
fully
for, like,
worked on a film together.
No way.
yeah.
and like Jack never, he's like, yeah, we didn't know each other at college. And I'm like, yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
So that's like
funny.
weird too, actually.
It is
But
weird.
anyway.
It is very.
So I downloaded
kismet.
Tinder because of her, and then
And I think I saw like at certain points when I was on dating apps before that, I saw Cameron on there.
Oh, and you didn't swipe right.
Didn't
No,
swipe?
I don't know like what, like I don't remember on that.
Well,
but
good thing you didn't.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
thank
I
God.
don't think I was supposed to,
Yeah, you weren't.
right.
you know.
It all
But
worked out.
anyway, it's just funny. There's a lot
But it
of
just
funny
felt
things.
like, okay, this all happened because of her. Also, we're still best friends. Like,
Yeah.
it makes so much sense to have
Right.
Kara as my maid of honor.
Right.
And you also did know, and my other bridesmaids, like, pretty
Yeah,
well.
pretty decently well.
Um,
They were definitely like, I would say, your friends.
right.
Yeah. But they're like your step friends.
Yeah.
I saw someone do a TikTok of that the
That's
other day. Like,
cute.
I love
Yeah.
my step friends. And
Yeah.
I'm like, hell yeah.
Wait,
Or-
that's
or, like,
funny because
or
we
is
do
she,
have a
like,
lot of step
friends-in-law or
friends,
something?
right?
Or yeah, like I want to know what's going on with your with
Yeah,
my step
I
friends.
love
I want the
finding out.
drama.
Right,
Yeah.
you're like, tell me.
Or like
what's
I
going
love
with
like on
them.
bachelorette trips, like I love hanging out with my friends' friends, but like
Yeah.
we're not necessarily going to be
But
friends.
you still love
but
them.
we like love each other and
Exactly.
catching up and yeah,
Right.
things like that.
Exactly.
Exactly. So I knew them.
Yeah. And Kara was just also the most like organized and thoughtful
Of the bunch. You're saying.
Oh, well,
No.
in general.
Oh, I
So
thought
I
you were
was
saying
like-
of the bunch.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
just
that's
mean
the
like
drama tea right now.
it
The
makes
bar was
sense.
low.
Like
Bar was
I,
low.
I also felt like you could handle it because you have friends in life where you
Yeah.
love
They
them
can't
dearly,
handle
but there's
it.
no way they could take on that
No,
responsibility.
yeah, for
Right.
sure.
I passed the
Yeah, you
Pass.
passed all the vibe checks for this
Okay.
situation.
because it does take a certain kind of individual.
I just feel bad because it did
devolve.
devolve, and then she had to deal with a lot. So.
Yes, I know it is
Well,
quite a big responsibility.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, and it was a tumultuous time because keep in mind that COVID hit,
Mhm.
and so it kind of made it complicated for everyone. Just nobody's fault.
We
But-
got engaged December 2019. So
Oh,
we put
yeah.
a deposit down on a place.
Oh,
They were
um,
quick to find
to
the-
get
you moved
married.
fast.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Well, we put the deposit down like March 5th
oh shit.
or something. Like
And
right before COVID.
we knew.
And the contract, they couldn't get their deposit back.
yeah.
And they had booked all these vendors, and it was like it was.
And
a
that was the
lot.
time that
Yeah.
because like nobody knew how long COVID was gonna last.
Yeah.
They weren't
Right.
honoring like we'll give you your money
Right.
back because of COVID. Like one of my best friend's brothers
Yeah.
was set to get married actually on my birthday, so like March 21st, and they didn't get anything
Yeah.
back because they legitimately thought it was going to be like 2 weeks we were isolated.
Right.
And it was like, oh, well,
Yeah.
shit out of luck. I
And-
think once time went
Yes.
on COVID, I think they were more
It was a little more
understanding,
lax,
right?
but
And
it was
we-
early on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we weren't getting married till September 6th. So
Yeah.
in our head, we were like, okay, well, something in the next 6 months will get
be
better. So
fine.
we'll
Yeah.
just keep going like
we kept
it's
thinking,
fine.
like we kept being
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
when is
Yep.
the time to call this? And we would try to, but we're like, it's not. It's
yeah.
there's no end.
So I
Yeah,
did
yeah.
uninvite
A handful of people.
60 people.
Well,
To
and
make
that
it
was very
smaller.
dramatic.
Yeah.
That was quite dramatic too,
yeah.
because
Oh,
some people took it better than others.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. But I was like, hey, clearly, like, we don't want people to die.
And we're
so-
still gonna have this because we can't get this back, and like we want to just be married, and
Yeah, and I didn't grow up thinking about like a big wedding or
Yeah.
anything. I still say to this day, if I could go back and elope, I would.
Everyone always says that, and
I
that
just
makes
am
me a
like,
little nervous for
no.
myself.
I think it's good to just have the perspective of not hinging everything on it.
Yeah.
Like, I just mean in the sense that like this was in a pressure cooker because of COVID.
it was such a unique situation
Yeah.
that made it
Mhm.
very
and I'm
complicated.
like, I just I don't care that much about anything.
Who
like,
did you uninvite though? I mean, you don't have to say, but
no,
like,
it's fine.
Like cousins,
My
kind of
family,
thing?
yeah, like
Yeah.
extended family that I'm like, I haven't seen you in 15 years anyways. Honestly, my mom made me send you this invite.
This is a pity
Yeah.
invite.
Like,
Is that what you said in your email?
no.
too?
Yeah, she's like, sorry, that was a pity invite, and
Yeah.
now you're uninvited.
It's actually retracted.
Goodbye. See
yeah.
you probably never.
I know you weren't going to come anyways. So it was a
Literally.
lot of
Right.
Save you
that.
some money.
And then most of it, we ended up with, I think, like 38 people. And most of it was people that already lived there in that county and didn't have to travel and would already in like a family group. Basically, it
Gotcha.
was 25 of Cameron's family. And then Kara, my mom, my brother,
Yeah,
like
like the
And
few
your
bridesmaids.
bridesmaids?
Yeah, a
Well,
couple.
okay,
Not all
so
of
this
them?
is where the drama came in.
Okay, perfect.
Because we had how many bridesmaids were there original? I'm like
you plus,
3. There were supposed to be 3.
Yeah.
Me plus 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There's supposed to be me plus 3.
Yeah.
yeah. I
And
was like,
so
4
I
total.
was maid of honor, and then we had a bachelorette that was just us. Like there was nobody. It was no additional friends.
The
It
5
wasn't
of
like
you.
you know,
Fun.
ancillary friends.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
sometimes it was like
Yes.
it's
Palm Springs.
COVID isolated
Airbnb.
test for 2
Test
weeks
before.
before.
Yeah.
Like we were trying so hard to be careful, but it was like peak like people were freaking out, right?
Yeah.
So we have to
Not
acknowledge
gonna post about it.
right. Like we have to acknowledge that people were freaking out, but we also were like, this is just us three.
Yeah.
Four. But at the last second, one of the bridesmaids did fall out, which was a little complicated because it's like we've all agreed to do this thing and book this place and do these things. And so
Yeah.
she was like, she fell out. And I think at this point,
Oh.
I knew she wasn't coming to the wedding.
Oh,
Kara
she wasn't
knew-
coming to the wedding
I knew a
either.
lot.
I didn't know any of
earlier.
this.
So this is the thing, but I was trying to be like, you need to, because like it's such a complicated position because I would be on the back end, like hearing
Mhm.
all of these things. So then
Yeah.
I'd be like, you need to tell Katie this because like if you're not coming, that kind of changes like a lot of what we're doing for the
Mhm.
day and like what we're planning and like you should tell her sooner than later and like
And didn't you already like put down like the money or like
Yeah,
Venmo each
well, I mean,
other
I
and
was-
stuff?
I was making like accommodations. I was
yeah.
getting accommodations for everyone to
The
stay in
suites.
St. Louis, getting everyone's
Oh,
hair
okay.
and makeup done. Like I
we
was
needed
just
to
booking
know,
everything.
you know.
But wait, what about the bachelorette though?
Oh, so she
It
didn't
was just a
come.
Didn't come
house.
to that either.
She didn't come, but I do think I told you. Okay, so I knew for quite a bit that she was probably like 95% not going to come, which
Mhm.
like, okay. I think we both were like,
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's totally fine because it was a complicated time and like
Now,
we
did
got
she have
it.
to fly?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think we both were, everybody was like, totally makes sense if somebody doesn't come.
Yes.
It's okay. Like, but I think she hadn't told you or anybody yet that she was not coming. And I think I was hearing, because I was like in the group maid of honor, like I was hearing a lot behind the scenes that I was like, oh my God, I'm in like a horrible fucking position. So then I
Mhm.
think I remember telling you like, hey, just for like, are you cool with just going through with this? But just like, if you are going to go through with this, like, are you cool if like even your closest friends like suddenly don't come?
To the wedding.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I had to give you like a little bit of a prep, but I
A
didn't
heads
feel like
up.
it was my place to tell you she wasn't coming.
Yeah, so the way I
You wanted her
approached
to
I was like,
tell.
you should tell her.
Yeah, the way I approached it all was like, I totally understand. I had a gift for all the girls for the bachelorette that I was going to give them at the house. When she told me the day before she wasn't going, I like was like, "Hey, something's on your driveway." Like I went and dropped off the gift to her and was like, "I love you. This doesn't change our friendship. I get that it's weird."
Oh, so she was in LA.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she
when I
was
was
going
saying
to
she had
have
to
Oh,
fly, I
it
meant to
wasn't
St.
Fly
Louis,
for the
not to
Bachelorette.
Palm
Yeah, that was Palm
Springs.
Springs.
Okay.
She
Oh,
was
okay.
just very like
So
scared of like she was fearful of
Yeah.
COVID at that point,
Yeah.
and like and it was a weird time because there was such a spectrum of like
so
people who cared, people who didn't.
Right.
Like,
And we didn't know everything.
right. I was just like, I completely get if you're anxious about it. You don't have to come. It's not going to change our friendship. I brought her the gift, went to the bachelorette with just Kara, 2 other girls, and me. So a total of 4 people in the house. We all had tested. No one
Yeah.
got COVID.
Mhm.
Still to this day, for the record on the pod, no one got COVID at the wedding. No one got sick.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
were
yeah.
like totally did everything we possibly could. Then I said to every single person, Kara has autoimmune diseases, which I hope is okay.
yeah, it's fine.
Oh.
I was like telling Kara, if you feel like you are unsafe coming to the wedding, this will not change our friendship.
Yeah.
I was telling
You were being
everyone
so
that.
adamant, and I think I
My
just
godmother
yeah.
didn't come. Like there's
Mhm.
people who
that
were afraid that didn't
there's
come,
like my
yeah.
aunt and uncle that I love. My godmother didn't come.
Jack didn't come.
Jack didn't come. So many people, and that's okay with me. Still to this day, no, don't feel weird
No
about
hard
it.
feelings.
My friend that bailed last second on The Bachelorette, it's like when you're in a relationship and the guy picks a fight knowing that you'll break up with him if he picks this specific fight.
Oh.
We went on a walk and I was like, hey, checking in with you. Are you doing okay? And she picked this like really like angry, like screaming at me fight
Whoa. About what?
and was like, if you choose to do this, like you're a horrible person. Like you're
The
you're
wedding.
killing your
Oh,
family.
the wedding.
Yeah. Like if you choose to go through with the wedding at all. So I was like, you can remove yourself. It won't change our friendship. And she was like, it's not just about me. If you go through with this at all, you're killing your family. And I was like, what the fuck? Like,
So it became really
Whoa.
personal.
Yeah.
It became
And
like really
yeah, right. So that was kind of the final straw.
Emotions were so high around that
High.
time.
she
Crazy.
also had, we were also like,
Kind of drifting apart before this, right?
well, there was a lot in comedy and we produced a show together and she had like screamed at me before so there, and she does a lot of material about like she's bipolar and she deals with all these things, and like I had been there for her with all these mental health struggles, but she had gone through like 4 friendship breakups that year.
Oh, damn.
She had screamed at me over comedy. Then she screamed at me over this, and I was like,
It's like very
this
up and
seems to
down.
not be worth it anymore.
Yeah.
So
Right, like you don't come, and
Screaming.
actually, like we probably aren't
Yeah.
actually even like the friends that you thought you maybe
And
were.
how long were you friends with her for? Like just out here in LA, right?
Yeah, but I think
handful of
it was
years.
like 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she didn't want me to tell you. She wanted to tell you. So then I was like, great, like you tell her. And then it like, and never happened. And I never told you. I think I,
No, you just were like, you were hinting.
like, I was just like, hey, like, I think I was trying to
I was
be.
like, okay, girl.
Because I was
I
trying.
thought she was hinting about her not coming.
Oh.
Well, I was trying to be like a good maid of honor where I'm like listening to what the other bridesmaids are
Yeah, yeah,
asking. But then
yeah.
also I'm like, but this is my best friend.
Yeah.
So I was like very much having chats with you, like, so, okay,
Yeah.
just to confirm, if like, say the day of, your best friend doesn't come, and she's thinking I'm like talking about me.
I was like, I would understand.
She's like, you don't have to come. I'm like, no, I'm coming. But like, say
Not
you're,
me. Get the hint.
but I didn't
Your
want to.
other
I was
friend.
just trying to prepare. Like, so are you really okay? Like, because if she was, I was like, cool.
Yeah.
But I wanted to make sure like you were very okay with like if day of like friends, family, people didn't come just because of what I was like hearing.
For the record, I was.
And she actually
Yeah.
genuinely
You
was.
were happy that the guest list had to be cut.
Yeah,
into,
she
like,
actually genuinely
third.
was. And I was like, okay, cool. If you genuinely are, then I'm gonna like, I just was like, I felt like as maid of honor, like I need to do the duty of like the due diligence of really making sure like you're gonna have a good day and not be like so sad.
So then, how did she find out?
well,
she
that
just
you
didn't
told,
show
she told
up?
you on the
it was on
hike,
the
right?
it was on the screaming walk.
Oh, on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that
Wow.
now one has bit the dust.
So it
in this
became
story.
not about her
Yes.
not coming. It became about you're being a
Her-
horrible person.
It
Yeah.
became about a judgment of my character rather than her just removing herself from an uncomfortable situation.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like,
Yeah. it
you're
became
giving
very
me no benefit of the
personal.
doubt of our like whole friendship of knowing me as a person that like I'm doing everything I can in my due diligence. And also, by the way, I cry about this every day.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
I was in the
yeah.
middle of like, girl, I'm like really conflicted and I still might cancel the whole thing because this was like 2 months
Right.
out.
And everyone was like, it was a weird time. It was
Yeah.
a really weird time where it was like, you
Emotions
were like, I don't
very
know, like, let's
high.
just see. I'm going to see up until the day, like, what's happening.
And
it was
then
confusing.
There was another bridesmaid. She made it to the wedding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But because
Like,
it was
that's
only there was no official like rehearsal dinner. It was just at my in-laws' place, the bridesmaids, my in-laws, my mom. So it was like a total of 9 or 10 people. My other bridesmaid chose this time. I guess she hadn't been out of the house much because she was living with
Locked
her parents during
inside.
COVID.
Yeah.
She chose this moment to drink my mother-in-law under the table. They each
Oh.
had like multiple bottles of wine.
Uh-huh.
No one else was. Like,
it was like very chill.
Very low key.
Very low key.
we were also making the bouquets by hand. Like it was a very like,
right. Like all the rest of us were like making these.
we were like crafting.
Yeah,
that
like
sounds
hours
fun.
crafting.
It was cute.
Yeah.
She's like
And
off.
they're just getting
like,
shit-faced before the day before the wedding.
Yes. And
Not a good look.
she
Yes.
got so drunk and I didn't know any of this part. So Kara told me later. So I'll let you tell it.
Well, I
but
think you saw the one part, which was that with your brother.
Yes. That was more at the wedding.
Oh, more at the wedding.
But
okay,
she
sorry, I'm telling this out of order.
I got an Airbnb for all of the bridal party. So they got a rental car that Kara was driving.
Right. So I got a rental car that was in my name, and which I was happy to do, but this bridesmaid was very wasted at this point. So we're leaving like the rehearsal to go back to the Airbnb, which Katie graciously got for us,
Mhm.
and this girl is like sick in the car, so like and she is sitting right next to me and right next to the dress, the wedding dress.
They had the wedding dress with them, so I didn't have to
Or
take
maybe
it to
she
get
wasn't
ready.
next
Yeah,
to
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Maybe I was driving and I was like trying to push the dress. I think
Yeah.
I was driving because it was my car, but she was like right next to the dress in the back, like hanging.
Is this the next day or that night?
This is that
That
night.
night.
Okay.
And it's
she's like,
St.
I'm-
Louis like farm roads.
Now she may not
So not
remember
very
this
smooth.
exactly because she was, you know, kind of drunk, but she was like, I'm sick, like I'm not feeling good. And like we're down like bumpy farm roads and I'm like, anything but the fucking dress.
Yeah,
like,
anywhere but
anywhere but the dress.
Do it in my lap if you have to.
So,
Do not.
so I'm
puke
like
on the
rolling
dress.
down the windows. I'm like, vomit out the left,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
not
yeah.
the right. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's like where the dress is. And like, thankfully she didn't vomit on the dress, but it was a close call. Like I was like throwing the dress, like, and I'm like, fuck, like now the dress is like wrinkled and like, fuck, like I don't have like a steamer. Katie did that already. Like I'm like stressing in this fucking rental car. And then like, I'm like out the left. And she like vomits out the left, but it's kind of misses. So some of
So
it,
some is in the car
some is in the car.
window,
So she
and,
like it goes out the window, but like a handful
Sprays
goes like
back
down the
into her
side of
face.
a handful goes down the side of the door and like into like the carpet
Yeah. Oh
and
my
like on
God,
the
of
side
a
of
rental.
the rental car that's in my name. And I'm like,
Ugh.
oh fuck. So I'm like, just go
'Cause
in,
that's
like shit.
expensive. You got to get it like detailed after,
So she
right?
goes in. Oh, I spent like a while
fee?
like cleaning it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that night because I was like, if I don't
it's
do
gonna dry.
yeah. So
yeah.
like that night, I like went out to the rental car and I was like cleaning off the inside of like
Oh
like
my
the
God.
window and
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
side
yeah.
of the door and like the and
And I think no one told me, which
no,
thank
I
God.
don't think we did.
I know. I love this like interference.
We didn't tell you because I was like, don't tell
Yeah,
Katie
don't.
about
Until later.
this.
The-
So
And
then
you would think that scenario she'd wake up and be like, I'm so sorry, I threw up everywhere. Like, I'm so sorry. Let me clean the car. Like, let me be on my best behavior for wedding day.
yeah.
She said, actually, round 2, motherfucker.
No.
She got wasted at my wedding. Again, no one was that drunk. Like, I drink, but like, no one was that drunk.
Yeah, it wasn't
and
like a part. I mean, it was only like 38 people or something,
Yeah.
right?
It was chill. It
and
was,
a
like,
lot
in
of
the
them were
woods.
old.
Right.
We were like the youngest. We were
And-
in the woods. Like
Yeah.
it was chill.
And
Yeah.
she started basically everyone's like an older family member. There's no eligible bachelors there for my friend who's super drunk, except my brother. So she starts aggressively, drunkenly hitting on my brother in front of me.
I don't know.
And I was
saw
like,
this.
what? Like weird behavior, girl. Weird fucking behavior. First,
Have
you
they
almost
ever
puked on my
met?
dress.
I think this was the first time.
I-
maybe once.
Maybe. But my brother was, I can't, not into it. Like when he was like very weirded out and very like, what's happening? And then I was like, do I need to deal with this? And also we were
Oh
all
my
staying on
God.
the venue had like 2 cabins. So I rented them both so that we could all stay after the reception. The wedding party didn't have to drive anywhere after.
Oh, nice.
But then she was definitely trying to like
Go
go
back
back
to
to
the
the
men's
guys'
cabin.
cabin.
And
And I
she
was
wasn't
like,
getting the clue
no.
at all.
No. And so it was just like, after everything, like, really, like, do we need?
Now, is it just annoying that like hitting on your brother? Like, what emotions were coming up for you? Is it just like
Good
inappropriate?
question. I think because of everything that had like
Yeah.
it was like the accumulation of like months of I think just like this fucking wedding, right?
Yeah. And just also making it about you, like, in that
Mhm.
moment, it's like we're all
Right.
supposed to be having fun, and now I'm worried that you're gonna try to fuck my brother. Also, I think if someone ever came to me and was like, hey, I actually like feel a connection with your brother, I would give my blessing. But if you're just gonna like drunkenly hook up with him in
You don't
front
know
of
what
me,
this actually is.
What?
Yeah.
At the wedding too. of
that's
all
not the
places.
one night stand to have. Like,
Right.
no.
In
Of
front of
all
my
the
family
people.
too.
Right. It's awkward.
I think you're also like it'd be different if it was like a casual Tuesday and you're like, hey, I want to go on. Could I go on a date with your bro? Like,
right.
this was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
not
yeah.
the time.
Also, this is like my friend. This kept happening basically. On special occasions, she would get really
Oh.
blackout.
Make it about
And now we're
her.
not really friends anymore. And I didn't know. Maybe it's on me. I should have like sat her down and been like, hey, you continuously keep hitting on married people or people's boyfriends or relatives or whatever.
Oh.
Like,
people's boyfriends?
yes. So I had multiple
Mm.
friends that would say like, oh, when your one friend is drunk at like your birthday or someone's birthday, like they're like making my partner like uncomfortable. And then sure, it's on me. Like I should probably have sat her down. But also, is that on me? I just don't want to deal with it.
No.
I'm just gonna
You won't
remove
get invites
myself
anymore.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what
Yeah.
happened. So I just don't do invites anymore because
Yeah.
it's just like I'm gonna save everyone the trouble of all this.
Was
So
she
that was
completely
the
blacked out at the wedding?
I
Or
don't-
just like trashed.
I think just trashed. I actually don't know, but I
Did you
think
talk
it's
to
just
her
a
about it
pattern.
the next day.
More of a pattern.
We just like left on our honeymoon.
Yeah.
We were like, I was like,
But
I'm
the
not dealing
wedding
with this.
itself was really beautiful. Like it's,
Thanks.
I'm just like throwing it out there. Like
Like I need some
yeah,
positive.
some positivity.
Yeah.
No, like it really was one of my
Thanks,
favorite
girl.
weddings. Like it was just like
Yeah, the
other than the
intimate.
chaos, like it was really intimate. It was
No, in the
beautiful.
woods, that
Like
sounds
the
so
vows
pretty.
were
You'll have to send me
beautiful. The maid
pictures.
of
That was
honor
cute.
speech was great.
It
They-
was.
Of course it was.
She framed it. She
I
gave it to
framed
me.
because it
Oh
was
my
so
God,
great.
cute. That's
Just
right.
kidding.
That's right. That's
I'm
so
kidding, but it was
sweet.
really sweet.
was
Like
cute.
it was a beautiful wedding. Like we had a ton of fun. I was still being very COVID conscious at that time, so I
Yeah.
wore this like pretty mask, but a fucking mask. And
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that I'm
It's
in
fine.
all of your pictures.
In a
with
lot
the-
of the
the
pictures,
mask
she
off?
has
like I look back like
Couldn't take
I'm
it
a
off
nug,
for
and
the
I didn't.
photo?
No.
Oh my God, funny.
So
did,
she
did
has-
it match?
It did match. It was
she got a floral mask that had similar colors to the
it was
dress.
actually as
I'm
inexpensive as fuck
dead.
mask. I think it
That's
No,
so
I think the mask was
funny.
like $65.
Oh
or
my
so-
God.
Because it was like silk and
It
it
was, like,
matched the
pretty.
dress. Like because I was like, well, if I'm gonna wear a mask and like go, then
But
it
you
should-
guys were outside the whole time?
yeah, like I don't know what I
That's
was doing.
so
Anyway, it was a weird
funny.
time. So
Wait,
I'm
I
sorry
can't
because
wait to
now
see
we don't
these
have
photos.
we don't have
I'll
any
send you
fucking
some.
pictures without this mask. I'm so sorry.
Were you the only one?
Yeah.
Well, you have the autoimmune disease or
Yeah,
whatever.
well, and I had so many people that were so paranoid, like my
Yeah.
doctors and people being like, "You're gonna catch COVID and
Yeah,
die,"
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like,
Again,
I
didn't care.
didn't.
I was
No,
fine
you
with
didn't
it.
care, but
Yeah,
I care.
well,
in
about the mask.
in
yeah. Not that if
retrospect,
you
I
died
care
or
because
not.
Oh no, I was like, I didn't
she's
care.
like, and I didn't care.
And I didn't care if you died or not.
No, I didn't
like,
care
come
that
on.
she needed the
No,
mask.
you didn't
Yeah,
care.
yeah, yeah, of
You were so
course, of
sweet, and you
course.
totally understood. But it's just funny because then we didn't know anything at that point, and then like
Yeah.
COVID kept going on till like today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's very of the time. Like it's so funny
Yes.
that like that was the year of your wedding, and now
Yeah.
like immortalized
such
for
a
all time
time
is like me in
capsule.
this like lace like.
Well, my friend got, or my
Mask.
cousin got married. I think September of 2021, and my aunt and uncle, they had masks on. But the weird thing is that my aunt would be eating and she'd put the mask above her nose and then just eat like and have her whole mouth
Oh,
out, and
I
she
think
kind of
I
looked
took
like
mine off for things like that. I'm like,
no,
I'm trying to
literally, that's what
remember.
everyone would do.
I'm
When
trying
she
to
would put up
remember.
here and she would just be talking to us like super close, and we're like, what's
What?
the point then?
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, do it.
But it kind of looked like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. with
Yeah.
the-
That's so
right over the
funny.
nose.
I'm dead at the
Man, it's
reference.
such a like sign of the times, right? Like it's like, and
Yes.
most people still wear masks out sometimes, and I totally support it. Like
Yeah.
it's like if it's protecting you from getting something, like I support it. Like I think that it's
sure.
great. It's just funny that it's like it became such a like, you know, it's like you're outdoors in the woods, like
Yeah.
in a mask.
Yeah. Like you probably would have been fine,
I
but
probably
it's
was
better safe
fine.
than sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In retrospect, it's hilarious, but
I was just so grateful because I remember waiting a few weeks after the wedding and checking in with everyone that was
Like,
there.
did
Like,
anyone
is
get-
everyone doing okay? Because we did change like how food was served, and we changed like
yeah, you did a great job.
all these different aspects of it. So
You had
then,
like tests and you had masks.
yeah.
and you
So then
had-
I was like, okay. And then after a few weeks later, when
Cleaning.
everyone said they were still fine, I was like, we made it.
Yeah,
But I
thank
didn't
God.
let
But
myself
you're probably so
exhale.
paranoid,
Yeah.
Because there
Yeah.
were those weddings in the news where you would see like,
All
like
of
The
wedding,
super
everyone got
spreaders.
sick,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
50 people.
One of the things that came out of it that's good is that when people are sick, now they will put a mask on, like even just regular sick, like even
Yeah,
for our
yeah.
class, like
Yeah,
some
yeah,
people will
some-
come in, like if they're sick,
Totally.
they'll wear a mask, they'll sit further
I
away, and I'm like, I appreciate
too,
that because
I don't wanna
honestly,
get sick.
I
I get
think
sick
I've
so easily.
and I don't think I've gotten, I mean, knock on wood, I was just thinking this the other day, but I don't think I've really gotten sick that much in the past few years because I do think people are a little bit more conscious of it. But one last thing with your wedding, though, I heard the security was pretty tight.
Oh yeah. My dad is
Yeah.
wild. We haven't Kara was with me through the era of my dad breakup, I
was.
guess.
I was
Yeah, we haven't talked in I guess same amount of time.
since we've been friends.
13 years.
Yeah.
But I hadn't talked to him And then he randomly came out of the woodwork because he found out about my wedding on my podcast.
Oh,
And
that she has with her hubby.
yeah.
I'll post the link in the show notes.
Yes. And he reached out to my brother, and basically we realized through him reaching out that he had found the wedding website and knew where it was going to be. And I told my brother, I was like,
was gonna come.
To be clear,
He's not invited.
he's not welcome.
Yeah.
This is not going to be the time. If he wants to reconcile, if he wants to say something to me, the time to do it is not after this many years to come to the wedding.
At the fucking wedding.
And also uninvited to crash it.
Yeah.
Like that's not, you're not
Literally.
invited. There was no invite sent in the mail.
No.
He just was like, I think going through like a manic depressive episode during this or something, because he had never ever made an attempt to reach out or apologize or like anything before. He just like basically told my brother he had found where it's going to be. And
oh my God.
I was like, let him know he's not welcome, and let him know that I'm hiring a security guard. And I hired someone.
She did.
I hired
no joke.
like an ex-military guy in St. Louis.
The only person on the list.
The only
your
person on the
dad.
list, and he just had
There's
a
a
photo.
photo.
He just had a photo of
You're like,
my
if this
dad.
guy shows up, like he's
and
not
I
in.
also said, if he does show up and you kick him out, don't come tell me.
Yeah,
I
right,
don't.
so we don't actually know because it was like we were like, don't tell us.
Oh, you didn't even want to know like the next day or anything?
I
I
think
think
you
he
did.
said no one.
Yeah,
No
I
one
think he
showed.
did tell me no one.
Well, that's good. I'm glad he
Okay, but-
respected it.
Yeah, I was like, don't crash the wedding.
Good. So you were
Um,
just speaking through your brother, though?
Yeah, because I had blocked him. Like I blocked him on
Damn.
everything, and pretty wild. It was crazy,
Ugh.
but yeah, security was tight.
That's so funny. You're like, let anyone else in, just not this.
Yeah, which then we had
bozo.
two people
we
did crash.
have two
Wait,
crashers,
really?
two wedding crashers.
Oh my God,
yeah.
fun. I've always wanted to do that.
It was kind of fun.
It was
Whatever.
hilarious because it was so small. At one point,
Yeah.
Cameron came out of the bathroom, and this other guy was coming in the bathroom, and he was like, "Who is that?
Yeah.
There's only 38 people here.
Yeah,
Who
I
is
think I
that?"
had everyone accounted for.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't like an easy wedding to crash.
No, it's one thing if it's like even 100. And
It was also in the middle of nowhere, so it was just really.
Yeah, how did they
funny.
find
It was-
it?
I don't know.
It was an old friend that, like, from college, that just knew that we were having the wedding,
Oh.
but they were never sent an invite, and they knew
How'd they find the place?
because I ended up saying where it was, but they were like, "Oh, where are you guys doing it? Like, what's up?" Like, I gave the information, but I wasn't like, you should
You
come.
should
We have
come.
extra food and drinks for you. Like, I had never sent them an invite. They just happened to also be
In
near
St. Louis
St.
at that time.
Well, they were like 5 hours away in
my
a
God,
different
they
part of the state.
drove?
They did drive. It was it was funny.
Well, did they bring the vibes at least?
They brought fine
Yeah.
vibes.
Yeah.
But I was
Don't
like,
think it
this
was-
is such a private thing, and none of my family knows you.
Yeah, yeah.
It was fine and weird.
Yeah. That's
well, I
weird.
think because you had uninvited so many people too. It
They
was
were like, who are these strangers? You uninvited our literal family members.
Oh, that's so true.
right,
Oh,
right, because then like the
yeah.
family is like, but my own sister couldn't come.
Yeah.
Who is this?
Yeah,
Who the
so it was
fuck
pretty
is
funny.
this?
At that point in the day, I was like, I can't take any more drama. So like, whoever
Yeah,
is here is
whoever.
fine.
I
Fuck
think it was just the accumulation of like everything back to back to back to
Yeah.
back, wouldn't you
Yes.
say?
Yeah.
for sure.
It's just like, okay, now this, now this, now this. It was like mostly the combination that made it what it was.
That made
That's
it
so
wild.
funny.
So that makes it D is for drama,
that
you
makes
know?
it for drama. Yeah. Well, you did a good job as maid of honor.
She
Hey,
did.
I tried my best. I
It
don't
definitely
know.
comes with its.
I think it had its own.
responsibilities.
Well, I've been a maid of honor since, but I think, and it always does.
Was it easier?
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, I think
You're
this
like,
it came with its
objectively.
own like response. It came with its own things, right?
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
it was an unprecedented time.
Mhm.
So I think like, you know, anything outside of an unprecedented time is going to be like
Yeah.
more chill, but that's not your fault. It's
Yeah.
just-
It was.
Yeah, like I would never be upset
it's
about
fine.
it. It's just like
I was
but
so
it
det-
always is sort of difficult. Like
I was
it's always
so
always
determined
something.
to not be a bridezilla.
Yeah.
And
you
somehow
were not. You were not. You think you were?
Thank you. No, I don't think I was.
Oh.
I just was I was like, if I set the tone for a chill as fuck experience, what could go wrong?
Yeah.
Turns out a lot.
A lot.
Turns out it could be really stressful anyways.
Yeah. But that wasn't your
I know,
fault
I'm a
again.
little scared.
Again, it wasn't your fault.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to
No.
make it
I
sound
know, and
horrible.
so
Not
we're
you,
doing
it's
this
just-
wedding themed episode because you just got
I
engaged.
heard
Yes, I just
on
did.
your episode about the engagement that you're, or maybe it was a different episode, that you're not planning on having a wedding party. And I think that's really smart.
Yeah. No wedding party.
I think that's what I would do.
And
too.
well, neither of you guys have sisters, right?
No.
Right.
So with mine, like, my sister's just my default maid of honor. I mean, I would
That
choose her
makes a
anyway.
lot
Like,
less
I'm
drama.
not feeling like.
That's a lot less drama, I think.
Yeah, it's not like I'm close with my sister, so it's
Yeah.
not one of those like, oh God, I have to have her. But it's like anything that I'll need, like I can just have my sister do. Like I don't have
Yeah.
to like pick one friend to do whatever.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
I still want to have a bachelorette.
Sure.
But it would be one of those where I'm like just inviting friends, and
friends.
cousins and things like that.
yeah.
So
That makes sense, I think. To
yeah, and I
me, 'cause
just
you don't want a wet. Like it's
I
just
wanna do it a
easier to
little
not
bit.
have the stress, I think.
All right, let's get into a story here. Would I be the asshole for telling my
Mm.
maid of honor I don't want her to go to another wedding the day before mine?
Oh.
I, 31F, am getting married next fall. My maid of honor, Kelly, 31F, is my college best friend. I asked her officially to be my maid of honor about 4 months ago, but unofficially talked to her about it a year ago. She was super excited and said, of course. And I was also her maid of honor 5 years ago. My fiance and I each only have one person that will stand up with us, not a big wedding party. We're also handling most of the extraneous planning, no expectations for the maid of honor for a huge wedding, shower, or a bachelorette party. So about 3 years ago, Kelly and her husband moved to another state about 10 hours away. Since moving, they haven't visited much aside from family Christmas celebrations. This doesn't bother me that much. Life happens. We're still each other's best friends. She reached out to me a few days ago and told me that her husband's good friend, Kyle, is having his wedding on Friday, the night before my wedding, in the same city. I reminded her that my rehearsal dinner is that evening, and she said of course she'd be there, but would probably go to Kyle's reception later in the evening.
Mhm.
Kelly, her husband, and Kyle have known each other since college as well, and many of their other college friends would be at Kyle's wedding. I know Kelly wants to see all of her old friends and celebrate that night, but that group of friends is also very liable to go hard drinking.
It's a lot of layers to this.
Would I be the asshole for asking her not to attend Kyle's wedding and expressing my concerns? She's in town for me originally. I need her to be my support that weekend. She can see them earlier in the week. I need her there for me for the rehearsal and the day of the wedding. I don't think that's too much to ask. I don't want to tell her that she can't see other people that weekend, but I need her 100% in on that Friday and Saturday, not hungover the morning and day of my wedding. I don't want to be a bridezilla, but does asking her to be there 100% for me make me an asshole?
There's like layers to this,
There's
especially with the
layers.
dates and stuff. Like she told her 4 months before, which seems like pretty quick. But then also like, I'm curious when she knew about this other wedding, Kelly. And
Well, I
then,
don't know when their wedding is. When did she say?
because it
when
sounds like Kelly didn't tell her until pretty close to the wedding, right? That there was a second wedding, and it's like,
oh,
right? It sounds like
yeah.
that.
I
And
don't
it's
know
like,
when
well,
the
didn't
wedding-
you know there was gonna be another wedding, Kelly?
maybe not.
Because
it kinda
Kara's
sounds like-
suspicious.
She's suspicious.
I
'Cause
mean,
it kind of sounds like it's more of like, it's more like her husband's friends.
So maybe he
Yeah.
didn't tell her.
It's this kind of reminds me of like this group that's getting married in April. It's like they're technically, I knew them actually before I knew Max, and Max knew them before he knew me, but I wouldn't necessarily like still be great
They're
friends with them
Max's
if it
friend,
weren't for
yeah.
Max. But I love them and we're all very close. So I'm like almost wondering if that's sort
So
of the
Kelly's like the
situation
date
here where
yeah.
Kelly is still friends with
Right.
them. Because like if this were my scenario, I still would want to go to, because I love all
Sure,
of his friends and I
sure.
love their
Yeah.
wives and girlfriends. So I can put myself in those shoes where it's like they are my buddies from college, but technically like I am the date, I guess you could say.
Right.
I think my gut reaction is it is too much asshole behavior to tell her to not go. I think saying your concern of like, hey, I totally get it. Like, I want you to be able to do both, but I am just like concerned that you'll be super hungover for my wedding. Like, do you think you could just keep that in mind?
Yeah.
Like, asking her to keep it in mind and stating your concern is one thing. Telling her not to go to the wedding is like, I think crazy.
Yeah, totally
I
different.
agree with that. I was going to say, like, the fact that she said she's still attending the rehearsal dinner, and I gather it sounds like she'll be there till the end of that. Like, her time is her own. If after the rehearsal dinner she decides to
I know, how
go
much
to
fucking
another
work
wedding,
is it
like,
after a rehearsal dinner?
the work should be
Yeah.
pretty much like the next day. And I say this having been a maid of honor.
Yeah.
Although I guess
like-
that you were doing bouquet building.
We
the
were
night
doing
before,
Yeah, we were.
that. We were doing that, but so I guess if there was something like that where it's like I thought you were gonna be there for this like
Yeah.
specific thing, but it's just like if it's just because she wants her to not be hungover and like be 100% present, like I think you have to trust your friend that she knows her own limits and that she knows what she can do and still wake up in time and like be present for her. Like it's up to her to decide if like she thinks she can be present the next day and do both.
I know I am kind of interested to know because maybe she just like knows her friend because I definitely, I mean, I would have never made this girl my maid of honor because she's not reliable at all. But I have a close friend who like legitimately, like you can ask her to do something. Like I made a web series a few years ago, and I remember I had to specifically be like, please do not go out the night before. Like I'm just asking you, please, need you to be fully present.
Interesting.
She gets to set. Oh yeah, I was out until like 4 a.m. streaming last night. And just told me that, and I was like,
Oh no.
And also
I was like, okay, like. You're basically like telling your boss that right now.
Right.
Like I've like hired you to be on
Right.
my fucking web series.
Not
and I
a
need
good
you at
look.
your best.
And I asked you specifically. I like I
Right,
couldn't even
'cause you
deal
knew
with it
she
that day
would
because
do
I was
it.
like, because I knew she would, and she fucking did.
Yeah.
And
So then it's like you wouldn't pick that person to be
your
a
maid of honor.
So
But
I
it's like if
wonder
you know that this is who she
how
is,
she
because maybe
is.
her best friend is like that, then I can understand her concern of like, and I know her, and
And she's
this
gonna be
group
hungover
fucking
and
drinks
tired
like
and-
crazy.
Right. The context of knowing them is.
But then I
Yeah.
go back to the same thing you just said. It's like be discerning about who you are asking to be your maid
A
of
big
honor, because it's
responsibility.
like you better trust that person and think that that's like your person.
Right.
And that they're gonna
Mhm.
figure it out and they're gonna show up, and like you have to trust that individual. Like I understand feeling a little frustrated of like, oh, I wish that this weekend was just about me.
Mhm.
But I think you also have to trust your friend.
Exactly. because like
chose.
you guys would know that each other would like
Yeah.
would
Oh
keep
yeah, I
it
would
cool.
never
No.
have that concern.
No.
And then
I
you'd
would
be like,
never
okay,
think
yeah,
that.
great, go have fun. Like,
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow bright and early because I know that you'll be able to pull both off.
Right.
Yeah, like if it were Katie, I would know like Katie could go and she's still gonna like come home and she's gonna be really responsible and she'll be on time still and she'll still do the responsibility.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
guess the only exception would be if I were like, Katie, I need you like emotionally. Like I'm freaking out, like, and I need you there for like
sit
the
with
night
me.
before
Yeah.
to sit with me, make
Yeah.
flowers, like
'Cause
talk me off a
sometimes
cliff.
people do that where they don't like sleep in the same room as their husband the night before,
Yeah.
and it'll be like girls' night. Like if
That's
that's
what
the
we did.
case, yeah, then I would understand. I'd be like, well, like I thought we had this plan, and I only asked for
Yeah.
like 2 days out of my whole life for you to be around. I understand you wanting to do both,
Right.
but I thought we
I
had
thought
this
this was
little
like
girls'
a girls'
night.
weekend, and
Then
like,
I would definitely understand.
I
but
think
she
it's
doesn't mention
nuanced,
that.
right? Like if it really is that, if it was like communicated in advance that there was going to be like a sleepover and it was going to be this thing, then like yeah, of
Yeah.
course as a bride, you want your best
You'd feel
friend maid of
bummed.
honor,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
I think it really depends in that scenario, like what was communicated and when.
Because the other thing too is like I remember when I was the maid of honor for Michelle, my best friend from home. I think we all had like our own hotel rooms. I didn't see her like that much,
Yeah.
honestly. Like I saw her during getting ready, but she had so many people to be like talking to and like juggling. And part of me is almost like, are you even going to be seeing her that much during the rehearsal dinner? Like, or
Yeah.
after? I mean, literally after. If it isn't one of those scenarios where you're getting a hotel room
Right.
together and having a little girls' night, then like, are you really gonna see her? Wouldn't she just go back to her hotel room anyway?
Right. The
Right.
other wedding where I was a maid of honor, like I wasn't even staying in the same hotel as the bride.
Yeah.
And like the bridesmaids had her whole own separate
Mm-hmm.
suite and like off site. And then
Yeah.
the bride and the groom had their own space
Yeah.
and she went out with like his family and like so in that case like I had hours
Yeah.
where I could have if there was something nearby like I
could've
could have
done.
gone. I
Yeah.
think it really
yeah,
depends.
it just depends.
Because that's the one shitty thing about a wedding is that you want you want all your favorite people in the same place, but then you like don't really get to spend any time with them. Like
right. It's hard.
with this group that I'm talking about, so many of them got married over the past couple months. And it's been really fun because we've all been able to hang out, but we're not hanging out with the bride and the groom each time. So
Right.
like the one
Yeah.
couple got
Busy.
married and we barely got to see them. And then the next weekend I was like, oh my God, it's so fun hanging out with you because I barely got to see you last time
Yeah.
because they were the ones getting married.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm going to have such bad FOMO at like my wedding weekend, like knowing like they're all hanging out without me.
I
Like what the
know,
hell?
Yeah.
It's real. It's real.
So it is kind of tricky. So I get like I do kind of understand here where it's like, all right, well I'm like wanting to spend a lot of time with you. I only have one person in my wedding party. They don't have anyone else. Just both of them have a bride's best man and a maid of honor.
But then she threw something in there about like them not really being that close lately, maybe. And then, but that's fine. I don't know. That seemed like
About living far away.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
kind of like an aside.
Yeah, I don't know why
was
she had to put that
interesting.
context in
Yeah.
there because like I don't see Michelle very often, but like we're just always best friends, you
Close,
know.
Yeah, you can have friends you don't see all the time, but it's
You
like
just
no
pick up
time
right.
has passed,
Yeah.
right?
She responds to a
So-
lot of the comments. Someone here says,
Okay.
don't try to control other people and what they do. Your wedding is a certain time and her other friends is also. Okay. If she can go to both, it's really not your business. And then OP says, I guess the thought of her wanting to leave early just makes me sad. I'm not trying to be controlling. I just hope she'd want to be there with me since she's my maid of honor, not just a guest. She responds to someone else saying, we will have alcohol at the wedding, but I'm not a huge drinker these days. Kelly isn't either. So we've both become
Okay.
lightweights. I'm just hoping she keeps that in mind and still shows up for me.
So right, so she's not actually worried about her being hungover. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Or she said she's a lightweight, so it wouldn't take much for her to be hungover. probably.
Right.
Mm.
So it's like with this group,
But then she said
she's
we're
kind
not
of feeling
big
like
drinkers.
Right. So
I
hopefully
think what you were saying earlier, like that was my first inclination is just like, don't tell her don't go. Just be like, hey, I just really want you to be like
Present with
present
me.
tomorrow and not hungover. So if you can go and just like
If you
maybe
feel like,
limit it
yeah,
to like a couple
drink or
drinks or even having
no
to drink at
drink.
all. I mean, I always have to put myself back in like my shoes of when I used to drink and
Yeah.
like socially I was always drinking, but I would
Mhm.
have to like anytime I would go to a wedding, I'd be like, well, of course I have to drink. I don't think it's reasonable to be like, don't have any drinks.
right.
Because it's easy for
'Cause you
me
don't
to
really
say that
have
now. Yeah, just
control
don't
over some
drink
of
because
the-
I don't
Right,
drink
easy,
now. But
yeah.
back in the day, like, yeah, I would have had to have probably been told like, okay, just
A couple.
or I would have been I would have
Right.
had to tell myself like, all right, we're
You're
only having like
one
one or two tonight.
It is energetically a lot. Like I don't drink, so I could go to something the night before and still be like present in the morning. But it's like
Yeah.
kind of energetically a lot to be going to a wedding back to back. Like I don't
Right.
know.
It's exhausting.
Like Kelly wants to do that. Like, but like, okay,
I
you know,
know.
it's also like
She's
I
gonna
get
fit it
it. It's
in.
up to her, right?
Oh, she says
thinks
here
she
she's
can.
known about mine for about a year. I told her right away once we knew the date, but the official save the dates went out 5 weeks ago. But she just found out about his 5 days ago,
Mm.
which
That kind of
this
does add
was
some context.
4 months ago. So what was 4 months ago? December.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this
So
9
Kelly
months
found
away.
out about
Damn,
the
oh, it was in September,
second.
and their weddings at the end of September, both of theirs. So that's pretty far away. Save
Yeah.
the date. Oh, I guess save the dates could have just.
So
gone out.
Kelly found out about the other wedding 5 days before her wedding,
like just
OP?
5 days ago. So like in December.
Oh,
So they both have
I'm
got
confused
ample
on
time.
timeline. Okay,
So it's in September
Right.
2026, and
so there's tons of time
she's
to
known
figure
about
this
it,
out.
her best
For
friend
what?
since
For a year.
last
Yeah.
March or whatever. Last
And
A
she
year and a
just
half.
found out in
Yeah, yeah,
December
yeah.
about the other wedding in September. Okay.
Is there an option to be a half hole, not a full asshole,
yeah,
a
yeah,
half
yeah.
hole?
A light. I'd
I
say
like a half
light,
hole.
light YTA, like light. You're the asshole because it is like I think you would be the asshole if you tell her don't go,
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think she'd be the asshole. Just be like, hey, just want to be a little mindful.
Like, go if you really think you can still be there. And if you think that, then I trust you. And like,
Yeah, flagging a concern and communicating.
Or say, listen, I really wanted to have a girls' night the night before the wedding because I'm not sleeping in the same room as Bucko over here. So maybe there's a compromise where it could be like, why don't we, you stay for the rehearsal. Once we're done dinner, you can go for a couple hours and then come home at like 10. Because usually weddings are over at 10. So maybe can you try and come back at 10 and then we can have a little girls' night and like do face masks and stuff?
Yeah.
If that's what you want.
right.
It's in the same town. That's nice. It's in the same town.
Yeah,
it's very
that's-
convenient.
It sounds like we all we all have the same, we've all kind of landed, all three of us, on the same thought and advice.
Yep.
Which is good.
So there you
There
go.
you go.
If you're listening, random Reddit user.
Yeah, random.
I know.
Reddit
Do you ever
user. Should we
comment
send
back
this
to them?
her?
Actually, no, but maybe I should. But
Get
some of them
some
are from like a
fans of the
million years ago.
podcast.
I mean, when they're my listeners, like obviously they'll hear the advice.
Yeah.
Etc.
True.
Etc.
All right, we got another one here.
All
Now, this
right.
is not Maid of Honor related, but it's unique wedding invitation situations. This is a TikToker. Okay.
All right.
Hi, I'm Morgan. My husband and I got married on June 7th, 2025, and this is my little story time of when we received an anonymous letter after we sent our wedding invitations out. The front side of our invites just had all the basic wedding information, and then the back side had, please RSVP by May 1st, scan the QR code, send me a text or call me, and this little spot right here says, if not, please bring a sandwich and a chair. That was my nice way of saying, if you don't RSVP, I'm not going to be accounting you to eat with us on our big day. We had a lot of people invited, and I also did not have the time to sit and text everybody to see if they were coming. We did receive, like I said before, this anonymous letter about the chair and a sandwich portion of the invite. I will put this letter at the end so you guys can read it if you want to. But if you are planning a wedding or have planned a wedding, you know how crucial it is to get your RSVP numbers in to know how much food you're paying for your day of. My husband and I and all of our family thought it was a really funny comment I have seen on other wedding invitations before. I want to add that we are both from very, very small towns. So we were not a black tie, very formal. Our wedding reception was in a community center. So like it's very fitting and it's very us. So give me your opinions on it. Was it rude for me to put on there? Was it funny? Would you ever do it? Have you done it? Have you seen it before? Let me know in the comments.
Wait, but what
Okay,
was
so
the
this is the
anonymous
letter.
Oh.
Okay.
There's pictures of chairs.
Pictures of chairs.
Pictures of chairs.
In all caps. To the soon-to-be Bessamans, I guess that's their last name. I don't know if I said it right. We received your wedding invitation. My teeth fell out of my mouth when we read the back side for RSVPing. But who came up with your choice of wording if a person doesn't reply? We've showed it to many of our friends, and they can't believe that someone would put that on a wedding invitation. Words a lot of them said were rude, disrespectful, no way. Needless to say, we won't be attending after receiving and reading your invitation. Here's our sandwiches, and it's a coupon of a $14.49 Whopper large meal for two coupon from Burger King. And our chairs and 2 cutouts of like lawn chairs, outside lawn chairs.
Okay.
Oh my
That's our
God.
gift, and I hope more invited people share in giving you coal. Happy marriage. No explanation
Whoa.
Oh
point.
my God. The way
Wow.
The grammar was terrible too.
I'm not like a very traditional person, so keep that in mind, but like that makes no sense to me. That feels like it was so inoffensive, and yet this person took it so personally.
So
the way that I
personally.
would back source all of the, I would
Oh,
take
no,
every
literally.
single RSVP.
Yes.
I would make a spreadsheet. I'd be like, these
Who
people said no. These
gave
people
gifts?
said yes. Who are the only 2 people that didn't actually RSVP? I would
I would make it my
I
mission.
would- yeah.
ends of the earth. It would be
Yeah.
my whole personality.
Well, they didn't say they weren't going to
Literally.
RSVP though. They might have RSVP'd no.
I would then,
But they
No, I
said they're
would
not.
figure it out. I
But
would
they're
reach
not
out to
sending
every
a
single
gift. They said they're not
person.
sending a gift. So
Right.
whoever said no.
Oh, and didn't
And
send
didn't
a
send a
gift.
gift.
cross-reference the gifts to
Yeah.
the no RSVPs.
Yeah.
I would not rest.
No, I wouldn't rest.
until I found out who it was.
Mhm.
Because that's so insane to me.
Here's
It's such an
insane.
overreaction.
The thing-
It's like what
It
the hell?
they also just took it so wrong. Like that's not
Right.
what they were saying
It's a
at
joke.
all. It
They
was
were
literally
saying
like,
if
if you
you
don't, then come with a sandwich and a chair because we're planning.
I think they misinterpreted it. I think they misinterpreted it as like, if you say no, okay,
yes.
maybe this is what it was. Like, if you say no to coming to our wedding, bring a sandwich and a chair. Like, or like, it just feels like, did they take it totally wrong?
like way too literally.
But then
or
when they say we
something.
showed this to our friends and they also said rude, it's like, so your pool of people
Okay.
that you're showing are also dumb?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I guess.
That's what I'm
Well,
guessing.
But then it's like, no, it was just saying if you don't RSVP, yes or no.
yeah, if you just
you decide to
period, if
come
you
day
don't
of, bring up-
RSVP.
That's so
They
funny.
didn't get it
And
at
then
all.
they were like,
they're
then it's a
dumbasses,
no from
literally.
us. And here are the chair. Here are.
So it's like you did RSVP and you're
you still
bringing,
were
and
bringing
then you're
this fake
sending us
sandwich?
sandwiches and chairs.
Right. They didn't get it at all.
They didn't get
Also,
it at
if
all.
you have this strong of a reaction, sign your letter.
Yeah, literally.
If you have this strong of an opinion on me, tell it to my face.
yeah.
Like,
Right.
it's crazy to do an anonymous letter that's this strongly worded. Like, if you don't like me, just tell me to my face.
Tell me. I feel like
That's
it had
crazy.
to
And
be
then
like
there
some
because
weird
it seems like a
cousins
weird
or something.
miscommunication or something. It's like it could have been talked out. Like, that's not what it meant. Like, but then
No.
also like, yeah, fuck these people. Like, it just seems like a weird cousin, like you said, like someone who
Someone
doesn't
very
like them secretively
distant.
already.
Yeah.
The anonymous.
Oh, I would have been
aspect.
so upset
so
though. I
funny.
would have been so upset by like this would have really made me upset. Like on so many different levels because I would have felt so misunderstood.
Oh, feeling
Yeah,
and
misunderstood.
like
the
very
worst thing for me.
disrespected and then very even though it was all them misinterpreting
Yeah.
it but feeling extremely self-conscious
Like, did I
now that my
reword this
invite was really
inaccurate, or
like
like what?
disrespectful to everybody and then I would be
Yeah.
calling everyone and be like,
Yeah.
didn't you get the joke though? You got the joke right?
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
can't make it right because you don't know who it is. Not that you want to make it right, but like, I don't know.
Wait, the top comment here goes, I would put it on display at the reception and have people vote on who they think sent it.
That's
That's
what if
so funny.
What if they ended up coming anyway?
That's so
That's
funny.
hilarious.
Wait, and somebody else says here, girl, I had it at the entrance of my outdoor wedding. And then there's like a plaque or something that said, if you were invited, we hope you brought a chair and a sandwich. So I think this is definitely
It's a
like,
joke
it's a
people
cutesy thing
say.
that people do.
Yeah, they make Etsy signs for this.
Yeah,
Like, if you didn't
Exactly.
RSVP, we don't have your dinner order, but still come on in.
Yeah, exactly. You're
It's
welcome either way. Literally, it's actually a nice thing to
Yeah,
say is
yeah,
that
yeah.
if you didn't RSVP, then you're welcome to
But we
still
just
come,
don't
but
have
we
food
don't
or
have food
seats
for
for
you.
you.
Right.
Because you didn't RSVP.
It's a joke, okay?
Wow.
Right. I've never heard this joke and I've been to a lot of weddings and I've received a lot of invitations. I've never once gotten one that mentions the sandwich and the chair. But that's fine.
Yeah.
It's their own little joke.
Well, someone else here says, I thought it was funny, and they definitely showed up because why send an anonymous letter? Like, yeah, they think that they still came, which kind of makes sense.
Right. They're taking it like they're way too invested in this wedding to not come.
Yeah.
Well, someone else says, I think it's tacky on the invitation, but the letter response is insane. Yeah, I mean, tacky from both sides,
Right.
TBH.
Sure,
yeah,
I wouldn't have
mean,
written
I don't
it.
think I would have done that.
No, it's not my thing. But
But if
also
I read it,
whatever.
I would have probably been like, huh,
Yeah.
and moved on with
But
my
she
fucking life.
also-
and maybe I would have
exactly.
made me RSVP quicker, though.
Exactly.
She also said we're both from a small town and the reception was in like a rec center or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that
Maybe it's
does
their humor.
actually give us good context for the invite because it's a casual.
Yeah, so like it actually could be legitimately true.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
all right, bring a chair
Bring
and you'll
a
fit
sandwich,
right in.
yeah.
And I have been to a wedding in like a gymnasium rec center.
Yeah.
And that was the energy. Like, hey, just come on in.
Someone else goes, I would not stop until I figure out who that is.
Oh, it would be I wouldn't be able to sleep
No.
until
My
I
whole
knew.
personality.
I
Until
would
we
be
I would
so
get to the
mad.
bottom of it. It would become like a murder mystery.
Mhm.
I've never
Wow.
received an anonymous letter, but we have sent one.
We have sent one.
Yes, tell us.
Wait, what a segue. The segue of the century.
It's
so
so good. I didn't even
we
plan
go
that.
back to USC, 1 year ago. No, I'm just kidding. We're back
So
to the
funny.
age thing. When we were at USC quite a while ago now, we had a mutual friend in the acting program with us
Mhm.
at USC who we would hang out with. We'd see at parties. Knew them decently well.
He was
Yeah.
fine.
Fine. He was fine. But he was getting married quite young. I'll say, because we were in college, but he was getting married to somebody else that also attended USC with us.
Mm-hmm.
That we didn't know the fiance very well. Like we'd maybe seen her at like one party or something. Like we knew him, like we
Yeah.
were friends with him, but we weren't friends with the fiance.
Yeah, we didn't have her number. We didn't like really talk to her.
Right.
But Katie was perusing. Would you like to share?
I was on one of those Facebook groups, the Who the Fuck Did I Date?
Yes.
like don't
groups
date USC kind of a
where-
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, where people post like pictures of someone from Tinder that they went on a date with and they're like, this guy sucks, or like he cheated on me, or like I found pictures of other girls on his phone, and then they like basically give all the other girls in this Facebook group a heads up.
Yes.
So I was in one of these groups and I saw this guy's picture pop up and I was like, oh shit, that's like my acquaintance. I wouldn't even say we're like great friends, but
Yeah. You're like college
Whatever.
buddies.
Buddies, yeah.
and I was like, oh
We
shit.
shared a
And then I
couple
click and
classes.
I'm reading 45 comments
50, 60
of people,
comments.
of girls underneath going, wait, I went on a date with him too. Like, he was an asshole to me. He started sending me like really aggressive texts. He was saying racist stuff to me. He was blah, blah, blah. Like all this stuff.
and
of,
like stalking me. Like there was
stalking
like
me.
60 different, and people who were like, I just went out with him last week, and like
we went on, yeah.
Last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all of these current girls saying,
And then we
Whoa.
had, we have a friend. I had a friend that recently, like, once so she tells me, oh my God, our mutual friend is on this Don't Date USC.
and they're all saying that these dates happened within the last few
Right.
months.
And then
Holy
I started
shit.
talking about it to friends on campus, and like one of our mutual friends was like, wait, he just liked me on Tinder yesterday.
Oh my God.
And we're like, wait, he's engaged
He's
to this girl.
engaged.
Like, and
But people didn't realize that, I guess. Like it was.
Wait, are you guys like seniors at this point?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it was like
so
an
he's getting
early.
young.
Yeah.
What the fuck is he getting married?
I know. So we
That's
took matters
weird.
into our own hands. And I think you found the girl's email on like
The
what, a
club
USC
So we didn't know,
club.
like, we don't have her phone number. We
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
have her
yeah.
email. Like,
And we don't want to just DM her because we
Yeah.
don't want her to know it's us.
But and we
Yes.
also feel like it's like, but we feel like we need to tell her, like, girl code. Like,
Stand
we're
up
like,
for
she
justice.
like, does she
That's
know
right.
that her fiance is like I don't know. We were like, are they
is
in
like
an
a known
open, or,
predator,
like,
basically?
right? Like, but even if they were open, we were like, these girls are saying that he's
concerning.
like stalking them, and like it was It was like
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
we
specific.
were like, she needs to have the information and then she can make her own decision.
Yes.
Right. So I knew she was in like a club of some kind. So I went to the club's website, and she was like the vice president of
Okay,
the club.
Smart. Oh my God, here you go again. Your
Yeah,
little
detective
detective.
sleuth.
So she found the email, and then I made a fake Gmail and used a VPN to make
We
it
were like really
God.
going in like sleuth detective
We're
mode.
IT department over
to
here.
make it not seem like it came like
us.
from
like
us.
in case they searched or found, like tried to find
What city it was
what did
sent
we
from.
think was even gonna happen?
I don't know.
Like a fake email. How was she
a
gonna
fake email's good enough. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I
I took
made
it
a
real
fake.
seriously.
I did- made
We're
a
like,
fake
even if they
email.
try to trace this fake email,
Yeah,
like
they
it's
will
not
know.
coming back
That's
to our
genius.
server.
But
I don't
fake
even know how
email,
to do that.
VPN, we
Unfortunately, we're now outing ourselves.
collaborated. Well,
No, it's been years.
we
Whatever.
It's been,
collaborated
like, a long
on
time.
how to say it, but we attached screenshots, which also you're not supposed to be in these Facebook groups and take screenshots, but for the greater
Yeah,
good.
wait, why though?
You get kicked out of the group.
But doesn't
'Cause
it
it's
make
supposed to be,
sense
like,
that you're supposed to
private?
warn
I don't
people?
know.
Oh, but
I don't
the
know.
people's names would be on it.
Yeah.
So you like for their safety.
For
kind of
their
thing.
own safety, yeah.
Gotcha.
They
But-
didn't want, like, the commenters maybe don't want to be associated,
outed.
but they're trying to help you, like, don't date USC. So
So
Katie
I attached
sent this
screenshots,
email,
sent the
attached
email,
screenshots.
Genius.
and then we held our breath. And also, you use the banana tag thing to see if she opened the email. You can do that.
Because
or
I was like,
whatever.
download banana tag.
God, you guys.
And so we saw that she opened it.
She opened it.
So she did see the
So she did
information.
see
But
Yeah.
then we
Never responded.
and then
Of
we
course,
both
'cause she's fucking
received
probably manipulated by this piece of shit.
Yeah.
and then we both received wedding invites.
To their wedding. We did not go.
After the fact.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they didn't know it was you. They thought it was someone in
We were
Chicago.
good enough. Yeah. We didn't go, and drum roll please, now they
Have a
a
baby.
baby.
Wow. Congratulations to the happy couple.
Well, because we were like, we don't feel right about going to this. But
No,
also,
fuck
like,
no.
and also,
he's a predator, it sounds
Predator,
like.
yeah.
Ugh. I can't believe she never, I mean, damn. You know, she went and told him immediately, and then he
yeah,
was
what
like,
do we think happened? That's what I want to know.
yeah, I mean, I guess
Shannon.
there's like a few different options.
what's
like
your
she's
thoughts on
just like
this?
blissfully, like, I mean, unaware, quote unquote, like just pretending like it's not true, I guess, or like happy enough.
Do you think
guess
he convinced
I think that he
her?
probably convinced
Like,
her. it
oh, they're
wasn't
all
true.
lying?
I would
They're
get
lying,
it
they're
if it was an
lying.
anonymous email that just said, like,
He's creepy.
he's creepy or he was doing this with girls, but the
That's, like, proof.
screenshots, that's what's crazy.
What was the email?
Our fake email?
Yeah.
I don't
Do you remember?
know.
I don't know.
I have
It's
to
like
look it up. It was so
justice
long ago.
for-
Yeah, justice.
Justice. Wedding ninjas at gmail.com.
But like, if that email got to us, it would, again, my whole personality would be figuring it out.
Oh, who was
And the
it?
fact that she just opened it and never responded is
responded.
crazy.
Well, it was. I don't even know if I'd
She's
try. I think like it's
manipulated.
not even like that. I'd try to figure it out. Like I would not be married.
No,
or,
exactly.
Like,
Sure.
I think I would be like,
too.
oh my
a
god, like,
psychic told me to break up with someone and I
Yeah,
broke up with them.
right.
Screenshots? Are you
Like-
kidding me? I'd set his house on
like
fire.
Yeah,
60
literally.
60 people.
Or like I would reach out because I would reach out to
To the
those
people that were
girls
on the
names were on
comments.
there.
Yeah.
Now, is this person like have like benefits that like is
I
he
don't
super
think
rich
so.
or something?
No,
No.
nothing that we could
Oh,
figure
so
out.
It just sounds like she's like super
like
manipulated by
we
him.
were sort of like, what is it? Like we
We
couldn't
were like,
figure it
what
out.
are the selling points?
Yeah.
We're very confused.
Like we couldn't figure out like why would you?
He
choose
sounds like
to do
Stephen DeMarco from Tell Me Lies.
Right,
watch that show?
right. Oh my gosh,
I mean,
you're
that's
so
what
right.
he just sounds. It sounds like to me that he just somehow convinced her, and like he has her wrapped around his finger, basically. But I mean, I hope he's not doing that still.
Imagine instead of
Oh,
going
man.
scorched earth, like I can't, like that, my core of my being is like scorched earth. And she was like, actually, I'll have a baby with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, that's so
complete
crazy.
opposite. I mean, I guess the
And you're
best
so
case scenario would
young.
be
You're
that
like
she did-
21.
Yeah, like
you
don't
had
have to
plenty
do
of
this.
time. Like it's not like it was like, oh my god, this is the last. And even then, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think
yeah,
you can always find
Yeah,
a
no
better
matter how
fit
old
than
you
this
are.
man. But it's like, dude, you're 21. You're a senior in college. Like you have plenty.
Yeah.
You could find someone so much better.
I guess the best case scenario would be that she did try and talk to him about it,
Mhm.
and then he just completely changed his ways.
Fingers crossed.
Let's
The
hope.
best case would be like he admitted it. He admitted to
Yeah.
it. Like, yeah, okay,
Went
I
to
did cheat on
therapy.
you.
Went to
I'm gonna go to therapy, and then
therapy.
they got married.
Couples therapy, reformed.
I just find it hard to
psychopath.
believe that that's what happened
Doesn't
after
seem
seeing
like
those
it.
messages.
I bet he just convinced her it was a lie, which is crazy. It's Photoshop back then too. Like that,
Yeah.
there wasn't that good of like
60 people Photoshop.
did it on paint.
Yeah.
He had no way to do that back then. Oh my God. We're that old at this point, you guys, sadly.
Literally.
That is, I think
Now my
screenshots were
inside
just a
joke
thing. Like
is
it was
just
like
gonna
the
be
first
like-
year of screenshots.
Yeah. My newest thing is just going to be making references like Oregon Trail. Like I'm just going to be like, okay,
All the
Shannon.
90s and 2000s.
Oregon Trail.
I'll be in class like I have
Dysentery.
no idea what that is. I'm so young.
Aaron Carter, never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
I
I'm
was
going to
like-
see Hillary Duff. You're like, I'm not even jealous that you
Yeah.
got tickets.
Never even heard
Don't
of her.
even
Who's
know what
that?
Way
metamorphosis
before my
didn't change my
time.
life.
Way before my
Yeah,
time.
so yesterday.
Well, that was the other thing too. Was I
To
was always
me.
paranoid. I was like, they know, and they know I'm lying.
Oh, no, we didn't.
Okay.
If anything,
got
I was
away
just
with it.
like, yeah, she
That's why I
looks
should have
good.
just never said anything.
Yeah, I was
just
like-
continued to lie.
But, you know, I did look up the actor's access, but there's no birthday
age
on
there.
there.
That's so crazy.
Katie's like, you're nuts. No, but like, isn't it interesting? Am I
Yeah,
really
I mean,
that
I look
crazy?
at IMDb, so
Am I
I just
really-
didn't know about that trick. But you know, I'll be using it now.
Like, do you think it's that crazy?
I think I need to be nosier is what I'm learning from both of
Yeah.
you.
Well,
I
no,
think-
like, but I use it as like I'm not using it to judge. I'm using it as like oh, I'm curious. Like, what are their headshots and like, what's their real?
I've scrolled back
That's
in
what I
someone's
do.
Instagram.
It's not like a judge. It's more like,
oh, I forgot that I did this too because I was like, oh my God, well, fuck, now I have to erase
Yeah.
anything on the internet that has anything. So I went on my LinkedIn and I was like, oh fuck, I gotta like get rid of some of these things because then it's very obvious.
my-
And then I scrolled back on all my Instagram and got rid of anything that made it look like us.
archive. You're like, she's like archiving college graduation. She's like,
No, literally.
but that's funny that like this is the first time this has ever come up after having the age on the like you've never done this before.
No.
No, it's never been an issue.
No, because I guess in other acting scenarios, because that's what it was. It was like because we're in an acting scenario. So I was like, well, I don't know, like maybe they
They're
could
gonna
help me get
IMDb?
jobs or like, you know what I mean? Like I was like, oh, this is like I'm in a professional
Yeah.
thing, and so if I were ever on set and someone were to ask me, which they don't,
Yeah.
I'd probably lie.
Yeah.
But then they could see my paperwork. But I think I
Right, because it gets so complicated. Then there's the paperwork with the IDs
with the
and the
ID.
what do you.
But I
that's just-
mistakenly like treated this more like it was a professional thing and not like we would be
friend
friends for
thing.
like 2 years.
Right. And then our whole class became very close.
So then we started getting close and I was like, fuck, and now I feel weird about getting close to them because I'm gonna have to continue to lie.
Yeah.
And I was like,
and
this
then
is
that like
just
prevents
terrible.
what it could be.
It
like,
prevented me
like,
from becoming even closer with everybody because I kept having to dodge certain
Right.
topics.
You can unarchive now.
Thank
Look
God.
at
I know you
that.
can bring back the
That's
photos.
so
and
funny.
the-
So relieved.
Wait, that's like that's amazing.
Now we'll just send it to Colton and Liv and then.
Yeah, Colton and Liv.
Oh, because here's the other thing, and you guys will like this compliment, is I thought everyone was really young. I thought everyone. I looked
I'll
around
take
in our
it.
classroom and I was like, oh, fuck. I think I'm like the oldest by like 10 years.
So that added to the like, oh yeah, this is
That was the other thing too, yeah. Because I truly like I thought you guys were super young. I thought everyone was really young. So I was like,
Thank
I think
you.
I'm
Thank you
legitimately
so
10 years
much.
older than everybody. But then once I started hearing
like,
people's
no.
ages, and I was like, oh, okay.
And
Like,
then at
I
that
am,
point,
I
you've
am older, but
already-
I'm not that fucking old. Like I thought I was like literally
Yeah.
a decade older than everyone.
Wait, that's
Anyway,
amazing.
don't lie. Moral of the story.
Story is own your age.
Own your
And no
age.
one cares. Or they do, but fuck them.
Fuck them.
I think it's funny because I thought that we were dropping the hot tea on this episode and it was you.
It was me.
I know. I thought we had the drama, but Shannon had the
brought
drama.
Okay, it's her podcast.
Wait,
I
yeah,
love
I mean,
Emily.
it's like it's
Thank
your
you for having
moment.
us.
I
This
Thank
was a
you
delight.
guys. Tell them where they can find you. Very talented ladies
Oh my
here.
God. Oh,
Hilarious
thanks.
comedian and incredible
So,
singer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So sweet. I'm on all the things, www.karakonnolly.com will take you to all of them. You can check out my Actors Access resume.
Yes, resume dot
resumes.actorsaccess.com/Kara. Oh my God, I'm nuts. But I'm on
Crazy.
Instagram, Kara Connolly. I'm on all the things. Some of them I'm MS Kara Connolly because I couldn't get the handle. So
Oh, sure.
And then-
yeah, but
and
I'm
then
at
Katie
KDK Comedy on everything. KATIE, the letter K Comedy on every platform.
and her
Yay.
podcast is The DINKside.
Yeah.
And we're
Love
definitely
the
going to have
pod.
you and Cameron on. Double income, no kids.
you got to talk
And
about
then we also have to
that.
have Kara on because
Yes.
speaking of the dating brothers thing earlier in the episode.
I don't think I would have handled it
her
as well.
friend is dating her
my
brother.
brother.
So we will
So,
have them on. So that's
More stories for you guys soon.
Yay.
And then remember to rate, review, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, D is for Drama, TikTok, all of that.
I love the pod. I'm a fan of the pod.
Thank you, thank you, thank
Yeah.
you.
I've learned a lot on this pod.
Educational.
There we go.
I'll put the podcast under
Educational,
education.
yeah. Yeah, seriously. Sometimes you learn a lot
probably all
through
wrong.
drama because you're like, oh, got it. That's not how to handle that
That's true.
situation.
It's cheaper than therapy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. And remember, you can't spell drama without D.